Hello everybody, my name is Stan. I'm here to represent Meals in a Minute. These are called Lamson sharp knives. I don't know if you know anything about these knives, but they're the oldest cutlery manufacturer in the United States. They were established in about 1837 in Massachusetts. And they are probably the finest cutlery that you'll ever see or ever use. The importance of this is that most people don't have good cutlery in their kitchens. They use old knives that are dull and oftentimes injure themselves because they don't perform properly. And in Meals in a Minute, you will see later on how incredible using a few simple knives will make in preparing a wonderful meal so simply. Now these are made with what is called a high carbon stainless steel blade. They'll never stain. High carbon is an essential for keeping the blade sharp. Very sharp blade. These will never get dull. They're easily sharpened with a steel. There's techniques to use these. Each time you use them, you'll have a razor sharp edge that cuts so cleanly and nicely every time. First of all, we have the steak knife. If you have a set of these and when you invite your friends over for steaks or meats where they want to cut things, I'm telling you everybody's going to rave about the knives that they are using and how well and easily they cut. So you got a steak knife. Everybody should have a good set of that in their home. You want a little paring knife. Paring knives are great for making your salads, your fruits, vegetables. They're easy to work with. They're easy to cut around and use things on. An essential knife to have in the kitchen. The other one is the utility knife, which can be used for just about anything you want to use it for. They can be used on chickens, on meats, on vegetables, small areas, larger areas. They're wonderful to work with. The chef's knife is the huge utility use of the knives in the kitchen. And I wanted to demonstrate a little bit how we can use this and how easily these are used and are essential almost in preparing your meals in a minute. They're very easy because you'll be doing a lot of vegetables and they're so simple to use. Once you master it, it's just a neat technique and you'll see it saves you hours of time. This is the proper procedure for using your chef's knife. It's easy to use. You'll notice that it has a curved blade on it. That's for this type of motion that you want to use when you're cutting. The other important part is to use your hand with curled fingers in, not spread out, because when they're spread out you have the chance of cutting your fingers. So you have curled hands, fingers, and as you use the motion, you simply slice through using the rocking motion of the knife to cut your vegetables as you go along. Now professionals who do this every day can do this in lightning speed, but I'm not a professional. And I'm trying to show you how you do this. The other side to this is you have one piece, put your hand on it with your thumb and back, and as you do that, you can push with your thumb, and the piece slides forward. You don't have to push your fingers back, but it depends on what you're slicing and what you're doing at the time you're doing it. So see how simple that is? And you can use that on onions and carrots, anything that you want to cut, very simply. That's how you do that. And if you want to then chop these into little tiny bits, it's the same rocking motion. The easiest, neatest way to use a knife in the kitchen, and you'll find that it'll save you hours and time and trouble. And there's another cooking tip for Meals in a Minute.